Kelsey won't be the only one singing a drinking song tonight. Vicki and Rory, tonight's broadcast, the big party, is brought to us by Jack Daniels.
Yeah, that's right. You know the name. It's a household name. Founded, 150 years ago right here in Tennessee. You know, it's always making news, Jack Daniels. And tonight, we are introducing you to a woman who's working this event, who's sort of become a household name herself, Vicki.
Our morning anchor, Ben Hill, traveled down to Lynchburg to talk with Tennessee native Lexie Phillips about whiskey, history, and how she got here.
Mine is at the back of the holler.
Walking the iconic grounds of Jack Daniels never grows old for the homegrown first female assistant distiller in its history.
There are days it feels like I'm still just kind of dreaming.
Lexie Phillips grew up just miles down the road in nearby Estill Springs. She's had over 24 family members who work at Jack, past and present. Now to be helping lead a global spirits company, still surreal.
It's amazing. It's quite the feeling.
It was actually her great aunt, a supervisor in bottling, that gave her the nudge to apply to JD back in 2013. Phillips was already familiar with many employees besides her family. She spent her high school years waiting tables at the nearby Iron Kettle, serving her current co-workers.
All the maintenance men that I've worked with the last 8 years, I waited on them, got their tables ready. I could still probably tell you what half of them drink.
She started in quality control, working her way up to distiller. Hard work and talent paid off. It wasn't long before she got the nod that would change her life.
Chris Fletcher, our master distiller, he called me in his office and he asked if I'd want to do a little more, if this is something I'd be interested in.
With that, for the first time after its founding in 1875, a woman is in one of the most powerful and influential positions within the worldwide whiskey industry.
Growing up around here, around Jimmy Bedford and Jeff Arnett and now Chris Fletcher, I mean, you don't know how to train to be something like this, you know. They're just held in such high regard. It was just a surreal feeling.
It's a lot of science, which is where her MTSU degree in ag pays off. It's also part palate, part personality. Phillips, however, remains humble, simplifying what's hard to quantify.
It's really just being able to see the differences from barrel to barrel and honestly learning how to pick up those flavors.
Protecting legacy, promoting innovation. Phillips tells me it's what her role's really all about. She admits at times shouldering the expectations and demands can be a bit intimidating, but she has support from so many at JD who've been beside her whole journey. Most notably, her husband, who she met at Jack Daniels.
He is so proud. I mean, he is definitely my rock, because it has taken a lot of growth for me to be a distiller, talking with maintenance and quality control, to talking with News Channel 5 anchor Ben Hill.
Yeah, that's a
you know,
big deal.
that's it. You know, so it's taken a lot of growth, and he has been right there beside me, helping me the whole way.
As her legacy in whiskey's being written, women, young and old, are admiring her work.
I had my first bottle signing a couple weeks ago, and a little girl actually came in and she said, "I want to be a master distiller one day just like you," and it almost brought tears to my eyes. So, I mean, just to be able to show women that we can do this, that means a lot to me.
In Lynchburg, Ben Hill, News Channel 5.